which is fetching a word from memory, storing a word in memory. How the fetching is done? Using instruction set, we do it. Then once we are able to fetch, we are able to execute, we are able to store, that completes your instruction cycle. For completing the instruction cycle, you should know what is the instruction format. So that's what we were doing yesterday. We have completed one kind of instruction format, that is stack CPU. We'll try to complete accumulator to CPU and journal register organization or journal. Journal register means register to memory or register to register. All those we will see. So stack 1 we have completed yesterday. To remind you about stack, there was accumulator. There is this stack. We were looking that what is top of stack. From top of stack we were doing the operation either push or pop. And this is temporary register. Now you remember how 8085 microprocessor looks like. There are some registers. There is accumulator. It is also a memory. By default, this memory is always set. These are temporary register, and ALU is your arithmetic logic unit. This is the example that we have done, that what all operations it could take. Next we go with the second type. Yes, so let me take that out. Yeah, accumulator CPU. In this one will be accumulator, right? So in this organization, one of the ALU operand is yes.
We can see your desktop. We can't see your, yeah, we can see.
Yes, ma'am.
Oh, is it?
Yes.
Now we can see it now.
1 second, let me share again then. Oh, second, screen 2. Yeah, I'm sharing screen 2. Can you see now?
We can see it now.
So can you see this accumulator CPU?
Yes, we can see the accumulator CPU now.
Okay, great. So the first part that I was revising, did you see that?
Like initially for some time, and then you switch this, then you drag the window to the other side. Then we couldn't see.
Okay. So as soon as you are not able to see my screen, please let me know.
Fine, ma'am.
Yeah. So second one is accumulator CPU. In this, one of the memory will be this accumulator. So ALU, when we are going for any this operation of ALU, we require some register. For this, we require memory. So either it could be register or it could be accumulator. So here one of the operand is accumulator. The same accumulator is also used as destination. What does that mean? Once, suppose if we are adding two number a plus b, so a could be the accumulator, so, and it could also consisting of one of the operand. So let's say 10 plus 30. So 10 plus 30 is 40. This 40 can also be stored in accumulator. We'll see how it is storing. And the second ALU operand is present either in register or memory. So first is accumulator, second could be register or memory. And in the CPU design, only one accumulator register is present. Therefore, it becomes the default location. If someone asks why is it a default location, because there is only one accumulator which is present. So ultimately something has to be stored either at first end or second end. By default, we have one accumulator, so we make it default location. And the compatible instruction format is this. So we have opcode and the address. Why not two? Because one of them is getting stored here itself. I'll show you how. Suppose source and destination is there. Destination could be any memory or register. Let's say register itself is accumulator, or it could, register or memory could be there, or there could be accumulator itself could be there. So when suppose in accumulator you have 30, you do INTR 30. That means one of the values in accumulator will get incremented. How much? By 1, or maybe the step size. And again that,
Ma'am, could you draw, ma'am?
yes, it's here, I'm coming to that. So here you see opcode is type of operation that we are performing. Some of the data transfer operation, ALU operation, this you know, opcode will do certain operation task, and address could be either memory, which is accumulator itself, or it could be register or memory. So here the diagram is, when you have accumulator, the I'll give you example as well. When you have accumulator, one of the operand could be in accumulator and one of the operand will be fetched from memory to the temporary register. You will have two operand and the operation will be done by ALU. So let's see how it is done. Suppose the address in the memory is 2000. Somewhere here there may be some address. Fetch cycle will fetch it, and so this is the operation, let's say add and this. So what does this mean? At this memory location, there will be one data with which we have to add. Now how it will be added? Because it is accumulator, so that means whatever the value in accumulator is there plus the memory location. So suppose it consists of 1 0 and it consists of 1 1. So these both values will get added and stored into the accumulator. So this is how the operations are being done. That means one of the operand will be accumulator and one other operand, the other operand could be memory or register. If it is memory, we always show it with M and this. If it is register, you just give the value. Why? Because see, register would be temporary register which will directly fetched by the ALU. That means by the processor. Whereas if it is memory location, one reference has to be given of the memory address, and then through that address that value will be fetched or passed to the temporary register, and then further it will be taken by ALU. So yes, one extra cycle will be required if it is we are fetching it from memory. Otherwise, if the memory is the value or data is already there in temporary register and accumulator, then immediately it will be processed. So
Could you explain the example one more time, ma'am?
yes. See, we'll start again. There are three types. One is stack memory that we have seen while execution from stack, the data will be taken. That we have seen yesterday. Now we come to accumulator. For this, I can also show how this accumulator looks like in 8085. Image. We'll take this as reference. So this is here the accumulator and temporary register is. These registers are different from the one which we have over here. This is the immediate registers which will consist the data or the operands, and it will be immediately processed by ALU. So we are talking about accumulator and temporary register. This is what we are talking about. So here when we say one of the operand is accumulator, that means if we wish to do A plus B, so one of them, A, will be hold, the value of A will be held by accumulator. So accumulator will pass only one address of what? Either of register or of memory. That means why this we have opcode. Opcode will tell you which kind of operation need to be done. Suppose like we write move. or we write add, we write any operation that we write here, it means this operation need to be done. Next is when we say it is opcode, then we have to tell, suppose if we say add, so we have to add two numbers. Add, let's say in this 20 plus 30. So we have to give 20 plus and 30. Whereas when we give this instruction to the CPU, it says one operand should be there. In accumulator, one of the operand is accumulator itself. So one of the operand is accumulator. Second operand could be from register or could be from memory. So that means to ALU, one of the operand is lying in accumulator and the other data could be either in temporary register or in memory. If it is in temporary register, directly you can add. If it is from memory, first you have to fetch it. First, see, the address will be generated by ALU. So you have to fetch that data. First cycle will be done. The temporary register will hold the address of memory and this data will be fetched at temporary register and then it will go to ALU. So when we say that at, let's say, memory address we are providing 2000. So it means accumulator will have accumulator plus your memory address. Memory address will not come directly. Why? Because it will consist of the address of the memory and there the data is. So this is not the direct data. Where we can find the direct data, if it is a temporary register, then we can find the direct data. We just need to write the value of temporary register. Now let's take one example. Suppose if we have to do A plus B. If you have not understood, I'll explain again the same thing. Suppose if we have A plus B and we wish to do, so how can we do it? How many instructions are required? So there are two instructions which are required. First thing is load A. Load A means value of A which is there in register. I'll show you this. Can you see this window, right? You can see, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. So these are the registers A, B, C, D, right? A. From when I say either you can take value from register or from memory, it means these are the register. These are the register. And from memory means RAM. In RAM the value is line. So these are the register and RAM is the memory. Now yes. So when I say load A, it will load value of A in the accumulator. Where A is lying, first of all we have defined A and B are lying in memory. Memory means in RAM. So some address will be generated. That address will be loaded in the accumulator. Now accumulator has the address of the memory. So as soon as it will access that address, the data will be fetched to the accumulator. In second instruction, what we'll do is, we'll take this accumulator value because it is by default, right? We'll take this value, add it with memory location of B. Now what is memory location of B? Memory location of B will be some memory location where data in B is stored. So let me draw that for you.
Ma'am, A and B are memory locations or are they values?
These are memory locations. See, when we write it in this format, M of B, it means we are passing the address. When we are
So,
passing
ma'am,
the address, it is location. Yes.
ma'am, if A and B are supposedly in a register somewhere, then how would the load instruction differ?
No, then we'll not write load, then we'll give register value itself. Why? Because registers we can directly fetch from register. That is why we say registers are even faster. Why? Because they don't need to be loaded. We can directly take the value. So here instead of this we would have written, suppose if it is in A and B, so add A comma B. Although we cannot write A comma B because some value has to be stored in. So at that time value of B will be stored in A after adding. That we were looking yesterday, like see we were doing this thing. Add A comma B. We're doing this. So whatever value in B is there, it will be added to A and it will be stored in A. This is add A plus B. Right now what it is, in some memory location, some value at some address, let's say at 2000 and 20001, the value of A and B are stored. So when we say load A, this 01 is stored in accumulator. Now the accumulator is having value 01. This is what we mean by load A. So load A is what it is doing. It is loading the value in the accumulator. So what this instruction means? This instruction means this. Whatever is there at memory location of A, this address is passed. You always remember this thing. Whenever you see this bracket, always remember the address of A is passed and its value is fetched and stored to accumulator. So suppose the value is at A is 01. So now at accumulator 01 value will be stored. But what address is passed? Maybe this is that address, 2000. So that address is passed. So address is passed, value is loaded. Yes, is it clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, good. So once the value is loaded in the accumulator, now you know one of the operand is with us. So suppose if you have 20 with you or 01, that is 1 with you, then you need to add the second one. So pass the address of second one. Now this can be directly fetched. Why we were loading this? Because see, we cannot directly store anything in the memory. So we cannot do that. Two operands are taken directly from memory and it will be stored. So I'll tell you the list of operations that you can do. After discussion of all the three cases, I will show you what all operations are valid, what all operations are invalid. No problem. Till then you can wait. That you must be thinking I can do any such operation, memory to memory, memory to register to memory. So all those lists I will provide you, that what all operations could be done. Next, from memory we can directly load the value and add to the accumulator, and then we can store it in accumulator. Now to analyze this, you can think one of the value is coming from memory, one of the value is there in accumulator, it is passed to ALU and it is performing the operation. After the operation is performed, it is storing in accumulator. That is what it is happening. Suppose if you say you directly take two values and you add. Okay. So let's say we directly take two values and we try to add. Suppose at 2000 and 2001 two values are there. So first value will come here, right? ALU can take. Now this value is already taken by ALU from this channel. We cannot fetch one more because ALU itself doesn't have any storage capability. What it will do, it will take the operands either from accumulator or from whether it is temporary any register or this memory, or direct register ABC. From there we can take the second operand. First operand has to be somewhere. So where is it? It is at accumulator. That is why first operand is in accumulator. Second one we are trying to fetch from let's say from either from memory or from any register. So yes, any doubt? So with this I complete the second topic. If you have any doubt, you ask me. Otherwise try doing this question. Example 2. Tell me how many instructions will be needed. Like here, if I give you this example and ask how many instructions are needed, I'll tell you I1 and I2. So that means 2 instructions are needed. Now to perform this operation, how many instructions are needed? You are supposed to tell me. If you have any doubt, you can ask me. Otherwise, solve this question.
5.
5. Any other student? Take 30 more seconds and think again.
Oh, ma'am, just something to clarify, ma'am. We add a store instruction in the end to store the like result somewhere or not.
No. When we say add B, it will automatically stored in accumulator because this is the default memory. So I told
Ma'am,
you.
so after like say we need to store it somewhere else once, so like if we need to store the result somewhere else in the memory, we'll
Yes.
need to add a store instruction, right?
Yes, yes, you have to add that.
5 then.
Okay. And you have to remember all the variables are in memory. Please do see this. Because A, B, C, D are registers as well. That is why I'm clarifying it. These all are in memory.
Ma'am, 6 instructions.
Ma'am, 6.
Okay. So let's see how these are.
7 if you add a store in the end again, yeah.
Yes. So here you can just verify by yourself. If you have any doubt, you can ask me.
Understood, ma'am.
Yes. See, these are the only thing that you have to see. This is it. This is your answer. What this means, it is depicted here. Yeah. So this is your answer. And these are the depiction. Like for example, you have to load value to accumulator. So value of A is loaded to accumulator. It means this. Someone says that you have to write the instruction, you only have to write this. This is what we give instruction to the processor. Whereas these are the, for our sake, we have written that what is happening when we say load A. So value of A from the memory, so maybe address is passed and value of A is stored in accumulator. Then we write add B. That means already we have one value of A in accumulator. We are adding it to B and storing it in accumulator. Or it is by default getting stored to accumulator. First day I told you, if you have A plus B, by default the value will come to A. Then we are storing it in temporary register. Why? Because we have only 2 operands. So one of the value is getting stored at temporary register of A plus B. Next, what is happening? We have to take this value A plus B. So one of the location will be temporary register for sure. Then we have to do similar thing with C plus D. So you load the value of C, load C, which is coming to accumulator. Now one of the value is in temporary register. But how to get that value? Okay. To get that value, first of all, this should be done, performed first. So do it, C plus D. This is same instruction, this instruction. You don't worry about this instruction, you have already done here. You have done this for A plus B. This is what you are doing it for C plus D. And this instruction is same for this one, right? So you are adding it and storing it in accumulator. So right now accumulator consists of this value and temporary register has this value. So you add both of them, accumulator plus temporary register, sorry, multiply both of them. So accumulator multiply temporary register. For that you use MULT, multi, MUL mul, and T means anything that you are wishing to multiply accumulator with. So we wish to multiply accumulator with temporary register. We are doing it that, and ultimately storing the value of accumulator to X. Why? Because they have used this variable X.
मैम
Yes.
मैम ऐसा भी हो सकता है कि मैम एक्यूमुलेटर से टेम्परेरी रजिस्टर में ट्रांसफर ना करे टेम्परेरीली और डायरेक्टली टेम्परेरी रजिस्टर में ही जो सी और डी को ऐड कर दे.
See, if
तो
you do not,
एक स्टेप बच जाएगा उससे.
if you do not store accumulator in temporary register, so what is accumulator is having value A plus B, right? Now the accumulator is having value of A plus B, and what we want, one more operation, C plus D. So D will be fetched from memory. Where will you store C? Where will you store C value? So one thing could be done is you use this, because see what all things we have to see. One thing we have is accumulator. One memory we have is temporary register, which is T. Other memory are your general purpose registers from where you can take the data, and one is your memory where you can take the data. If you are doing it from general purpose register, you will just directly take the value. If you are taking from memory, you have to give the address, but this is what we have. So if two operands are stored in the memory, let's say A and B, one of them have come directly, this one more you have to store either in accumulator or temporary register. So temporary register will be used for sure. Either you store it for this entire value because it is by default storing it in accumulator, and then you are transferring, or you use that later, but you have to use that is for sure. Is your doubt clear?
No, ma'am.
No. Okay. Wait, let me see if we can do it. Better let me do it this way. You can see my notepad file, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. What are we trying to do is, see, you are saying load A. This is fine with you, right? Then you say add. So I'll take, okay, we have time, right? Great. So add B. This is fine. Then you are saying don't store it anywhere. Don't store in the temporary register, right? That's what you are saying. Then you are saying you can perform load C. Is that what you are saying, right?
मैम मतलब हाँ कि ए को लोड करके बी ऐड करेंगे, उसको एक्यूमुलेटर में छोड़ सकते हैं, और जो दूसरा हमारा जो एडिशन करना है वो हम टेम्परेरी रजिस्टर में कर सकते हैं.
So, can you tell me your instructions that you are trying to write, because you said that one of the instruction you will leave in memory. So what you are trying to say is load A, add B, load C, and then add D. That's what?
Yes, ma'am. Multiply accumulator and register now.
Now multiply what?
Accumulator and register.
Accumulator and register. Which register?
Ma'am, temporary register.
Okay, temporary register. Okay, you're doing this, and then store you are using. Store X, right? Any other change that you want from this?
No, ma'am.
No.
I think
Okay.
ऐसे ही.
Okay, okay. So let me take 1 second, just give me a second. I'll take out of it. Because I won't be able to explain you here. Yeah. It's easy here. Just check this out.
Ma'am, where is A plus B stored in this case?
Yes, yes, I'm just explaining him that.
Accumulator में जाएगा ना A plus B default.
See,
by
when you
default.
like okay, when you have this, no, it's a good doubt because in exam you always get confused in these things. When you say load A, when we have load A, what is happening? A value is stored in accumulator. Fine. When we say add B, value of A and B are getting added and storing in accumulator. This is what it means.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. Now we are not storing accumulator value in temporary register. That means A plus B value is still in accumulator. When you say
Yes.
load C, this load C, whatever value of C is, it is coming to accumulator. That
तो मैम
means
यही डाउट था मैम कि ये जो लोड सी है वो टेम्परेरी सिस्टम में नहीं हो सकता, मतलब वही जाएगा एक्यूमुलेटर में.
okay, temporary register, you want to load this in temporary register, right?
Yes, ma'am.
So what you'll do is instead of load C, you'll use the command move. What you'll do is you use the command move. Suppose you have done it. Now move, right? What you wish to do in temporary register, you wish to store the value of memory C. So you do this operation. That's how you can move the value. But when you say load will not be used for register what you call
Temporary system.
Temporary register. Why? Because we are writing load A. By default, the location of A is wherever A is, it will be loaded to accumulator. That's what our processor is understanding. If you are not using load A, then alternative way, if you wish to move, you can use move and then can store, give the location that where we wish to. Can we use this move accumulator, comma, memory? Yes, we can do this. We can do this, but this is by default. Like if you wish to do, you go for it. But by default, it is LOAD C. By default, it is. So either you write this or this one. This is fine. But is it equals LOAD load C? No, not at all. This one is not equal. No. So if I can strike that out, or maybe you strike that out, or this is not equal, right? So these two are not equal. So understood this?
So मैम इसके बाद मतलब हमने मूव कर दिया सी को टेम्परेरी सिस्टम में, इसके बाद डी को डायरेक्टली ऐड करा सकते हैं ना वहाँ पे.
If you have move, suppose if you, now we can write this. If you move C to the temporary register, then what you'll do is add your comma D. Now your, sorry, not C comma D, it is T comma
T.
right? Now accumulator is having value of A plus B. This is having value of this. Now you can use multi T. You can go with multiply then, and then you can use
तो मैम 6 इंस्ट्रक्शंस में हो सकता है मैम, मतलब ये कैन
yes. So you were saying this.
यस मैम.
Okay, good. Yes, it can be done it in 6 instructions. So either you go with this part 1 2 3 4 5 6, or you go with 1 2 3 4 5 6 7. Yes. But for that you have to use this command. Yeah.
थैंक यू मैम.
Yes.
मैम वी हैव क्लास इन 5 minutes.
So your class will stop here, and next will the third one will do it tomorrow. Yes, I'll end here. 1 second, I'll take your attendance. Okay, download attendance list. Yes, done. Thank you, class.
Thank you, ma'am.